Hey everyone, Courtney and Gromit here to talk to you about running in cold weather, because winter is here and we still want to run. We still want to keep up our cardio. Maybe you're training for a virtual marathon or just trying to stay healthy. The most important thing to notice is that winter is cold. You are right. This means that you're going to need to change the way you dress, but not too much. The goal is to stay warm without sweating too much, because the more you sweat, the colder you'll get. One of the first mistakes I ever made when I started running in the winter was I gave myself hypothermia, like honestly, probably 20 times. But I've learned a lot since then. I typically will wear just long leggings. I do have special leggings made for even colder temperatures, for when it drops to like 10 degrees Fahrenheit. But otherwise, just general long running leggings are fantastic. I usually bundle up as well with my long compression socks, which are going to give my calves some nice support, some nice squeeze, and they're also going to keep me a little bit warmer. I have on 2 layers of shirt. This longer sleeve shirt is a thin underlayer, whereas my running t-shirt is a little bit normaler in terms of thickness. This is probably actually more than enough for me today. It's about probably 36 degrees out. I would probably be better off not wearing this t-shirt because I would start to sweat pretty fast. Something you can do before you start running is actually give yourself a little bit of a warm-up, maybe 10 minutes, just to make yourself feel a little bit warmer, but not so warm that you start to sweat, so you get an idea about how warm you need to dress for the outside weather. Try not to go too far so that you're close to your car or your house or what have you, so that you can return in case you get too cold or you're starting to sweat too much. When it gets super cold, I like to wear not only 1 pair of gloves, but 2 pairs of gloves over my hand. If I need to, I can always take off 1 pair. They have a clip in the center, and I can clip that and loop it around my running belt so that I can just easily delayer. I typically will not take a hat for myself unless it is closer to 20 or less than 20 degrees, because I'll just get too hot. Even if I start off cold, it usually takes me like a mile before I realize how warm I am actually running. You might want a lovely running jacket, and they shouldn't be too thick at all. You can always take them off and tie them around your waist if you need to, if you get too hot while you're running. And again, you want to make sure that you don't let that get to the point where you're actually starting to sweat. You do want to make sure that your face mask that you're wearing is comfortable and breathable. Otherwise, it'll get a little bit moist and it'll start to stick to your face as you run. So you want to make sure it's a nice athletic one, and that'll be keeping your nose warm, which is a fantastic bonus. The other thing to think about is as it gets really cold outside, the ground starts to freeze a little bit, which is concerning because you do not want to slip while you're running. It's going to take you out of running for a bit and you might get an injury. Normally the shoes I wear to run are very flat on the bottom. They don't have a lot of traction whatsoever, and that's fine for the roads as long as there isn't a lot of ice on it. When it starts to get too icy, I might opt for something with a little bit more tread on it, which is going to give me a little bit more grip. These are also fantastic for trails. And if it gets super duper icy, I'm sure some of you, if you've lived in New England long enough, you've seen these kind of things. Those can be helpful, but these are terrible if it's not exactly the right amount of icy. When you come in after your run, after your workout, you want to make sure to take off your damp clothes as fast as possible. If you have accidentally let yourself get too cold, that's when you want to pop into a nice hot shower as fast as you can, or get yourself something nice and warm to drink just to bring up that body temp. I hope you have fun and you stay safe out there.